This video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to feel more empowered to create what you want using the law of attraction. I'm going to share with you ways of applying this today so that you start to feel motivated in a very powerful way. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you those 3 ways that you can feel more motivated, more empowered to create your own reality. Now a lot of times I'll see this, even with myself sometimes. I will feel motivated and empowered for a certain vision, for something I want to manifest, but sometimes unless I condition it, the feeling kind of goes away a little bit and I kind of forget about it. And the thing that I've found powerful is understanding a couple key ideas that as I apply makes it so that I condition this so that it just keeps going in that direction. Now understand that one of the most powerful parts of manifestation in general is consistent focus. Focus on the outcome, focus on the person you will become. The focus, the intention and the focus is like the laser beam that is putting you in a certain direction. And when that laser beam kind of fades and it's not really going in a certain direction, it's just kind of all over the place, what happens is we don't create in a very powerful way. So that's why in this video I'm going to share with you some of the things that I found that completely changed my perspective on the whole thing. And the first one has to do with understanding that everything we experience in our life, if we treat it as if we chose it, we transform everything. Because normally what happens, if something happens in our life that we don't prefer, maybe you lose a job or something like that, we start to play these different roles out. We start to say, oh, this is like almost kind of like a victim type thing. It's like this happened to me rather than this happened for me. It's a different perspective, but I found that in general, if I treat every situation as if I chose it, I let go of resistance. And as I let go of resistance, things happen in a much easier way. So that's why I think we can really start to create what we want in our life through understanding the state of being that we are in. This will help us to feel more empowered because as we are constantly in a better state of being, we perceive of more opportunities. You know, I've had that happen too, where I realize that the times I'm in the best scenario possible, or the times I'm in, like, I've had the best days, has been when I give things positive meaning and I'm in the best state of being. It's all about the state of being. And if we want to start feeling more energized, like we're putting more energy in the momentum of what we want, we have to start understanding that everything in our life is a choice. Now, do I mean that if something bad happens that's a choice? Well, if we treat it as a choice, we start to take our power back. We let go of the story of this always happens to me. You see, a lot of times things happen in our lives. Certain things will happen if we keep the story alive about it. So for example, maybe you find that you're in a relationship that is unbalanced. Maybe you always attract the same type of person into your life. Or maybe you're not attracting someone into your life right now, but you have a story about the kind of person you always attract. You always attract guys that are like this, or you always attract girls that are like this, and it's some negative characteristic that you don't prefer. As long as that story is going in your mind, there's a thought pattern that's going around your energy field, because we found that our energy field goes much further beyond that of our skin. We keep this pattern alive within our energy field, and then when we walk out into public and we meet people, we're carrying around this vibration. We're carrying around this thought pattern, and other people are subconsciously picking up on it. So if we're walking around saying, I don't feel like I'm worthy enough, I don't feel like I'm this, or I always attract this type of person, we're literally going out and we're linking up with people that are similar that reaffirm those beliefs. So then we say, I always attract people that treat me this type of way. And then we go out and we meet somebody like that, and even though the faces have changed, the energy remains very similar. So that's why the power is to treat everything as if you chose it, because then in that choice is the conscious awareness that you can then choose something else. And you start to feel empowered, because then you start to realize that everything in your life you are choosing and creating, either from a subconscious point of view or a conscious point of view. But as you choose it, you bring the subconscious into the conscious. You see, most people create from the subconscious. They're not even aware of the law of attraction. There's a lot of successful people that use the law of attraction without even knowing it. And that's something that we can find and see and notice if we pay attention to it. Now, maybe they have beliefs about themselves that they're just good at business. Maybe they have beliefs about themselves that they're just the suave guy, or they're just the girl that gets all the validation. Maybe that's ingrained into their belief system, and they don't know that they're using the law of attraction to focus in a certain way, to focus on a certain way people treat them, but nonetheless they are using it. So the key to this process of feeling empowered when we create from a more conscious point of view is treating everything in our life as if we chose it. And as we create it and as we treat it as if we chose it, we immediately take our power back. We start to ask new empowering questions. What else can I create in my life? What else can I create from this powerful point of view? Now, another part of this, of course, is understanding the subconscious mind. When we change our subconscious mind, literally everything in our life begins to change. And that's why I've created a free guided meditation that will help you to transform your subconscious mind. I believe if you listen to this for 21 days, you'll be a totally new person with a totally new self-image. And that's why I created it absolutely free for you. So if you're interested in it, go ahead and hit the top of the description box. You'll see that meditation. You can go ahead and download it. Like I said, 21 days, I think it will absolutely transform your life. Now, the second thing we can do to feel more empowered in our life is and has to do with conditioning ourselves daily. This isn't something that we just do once. We don't just visualize something once. We don't just feel in the state of being we want once. A lot of times that's what happens with the law of attraction. People get excited about it. They watch the movie The Secret. They're like, okay, I'm going to focus in this direction. I'm going to manifest what I want. But see, here's the thing. Like I was talking about with the subconscious mind a minute ago, what happens is we have all these beliefs that have been piled on. We have all these thought patterns that have been so consistently thought. We have the autopilot mind that's constantly thinking a certain way. And then we say, I want to create this. But there's all this conditioning that's already happening. So I would say there's a two-step process to this. The first one is simply observing the old thought pattern, simply observing the old way of being, the old version of you, the old self-image. And the second step is simply conditioning it, conditioning the new one that you prefer. As you become aware of what was priorly happening, as you become aware of the thought patterns you already have, you start to then observe it from a neutral point of view, and then you start to create what you actually want with focus. So what are some powerful ways that you can apply the law of attraction in a daily way that can powerfully start to change your life? Well, I'll say the first thing is to condition it from a point of view of every morning when you wake up, as you are in your bed, visualize what you want to experience and feel it from your heart center. Because when you wake up in the morning, you are waking up from the deeper brainwave levels of activity into the more conscious one. And in that gap of the 30 minutes you wake up in the morning is the direct connection to your subconscious mind. This is the most powerful time to create what you want and to feel and condition the feelings. The language that your subconscious mind speaks in is the language of feeling. So when you feel from your heart center, right when you wake up in the morning, the emotions you want to experience in your life, you start to then create more of a resonance with the reality that you prefer. So this is about having that level of awareness. Now, at the same time, as you go to bed at night, you can do it in the reverse way. As you are falling asleep, feel the emotions of what you want to experience, and as you feel those emotions, you are speaking in the language of the subconscious mind, and you are then allowing yourself to repattern yourself to go in the direction of what you prefer. This is about that level of awareness and choosing to do those types of things. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to do a meditation with you. I'm going to start doing more meditations in my YouTube videos because I think they are so powerful for really reconditioning us in the most powerful way. So I'm going to put some music behind it. I'm going to help you connect more to your heart center and to really wire in the ideas that I'm sharing with you today. So it'll be a quick 5 to 10 minute meditation, no longer than that. And you'll see it here at the end of the video here in a minute. So that's the second one, is understanding the repatterning of our success, the repatterning of the vision we have for what we want to experience in our life. And the more that we focus on this, the more that we experience that transformation in our life. Now, the third way that we can feel more empowered to create what we want with the law of attraction has to do with simply taking responsibility for everything that has happened in our life. Now, I just said it. Everything that has happened in our life. We cannot change what we do not own. So unless we own it and we take responsibility with it, and all responsibility is the ability to respond. As we start to, instead of react to things that have happened to us, we start to respond to it, we realize that we take control and we take responsibility for our vibration. We can then see, maybe it was a subconscious thing. You're like, well, I'm not taking responsibility for this thing that person did to me. But the thing is that puts our power outside of ourselves. We are then not remaining in our own power. The key to really feeling empowered is knowing that as we take our power back, we can then focus it in the direction that we want. This is about feeling empowered, and the only way we do that is through increasing our ability to respond and taking responsibility for things that have happened. The easy way to do this is to see every situation in your life as if it's something that can help you grow. See growth in every negative situation. The most negative situations that have happened in my life have been the ones that I've been able to grow with in a very powerful way. That has made me more focused. Instead of noticing what I don't want, I can then say, I don't want that, I do want this. And because of that switchover, because of that responsibility that I was able to take for those situations, even if it was a subconscious thing I manifested, I started to immediately take my power back. And then everything began to change. And as you do those 3 things I just shared with you, they can profoundly change your life. And especially if you condition them every single day. If you treat everything in your life as if you chose it. If you start to condition things in your life and the focus of what you want, realizing your focus is your power. The more you focus on the feeling, more so than just the intellectual ideas, the more you condition it by when you go to bed at night, feeling those feelings, when you wake up in the morning, feeling those feelings. You are speaking in the language of the subconscious mind, and you are then powerfully influencing yourself to create what you want in your life. And then thirdly, taking responsibility for everything that happens, because as you do that, you increase your ability to respond. You start to relate to everything in your life in a new way, and you start to then create from a much more conscious place, because we can actually change what we own, what we take responsibility for. Now, what I'd like to do with you is a quick meditation to wire in all of these ideas. You're going to hear some type of music here in a minute, and we're just going to go through this quick meditation to help you to ground in these ideas. I think this meditation can help to change and really make you feel like you understand this. This is more of an experience than just of the intellectual ideas. So what we're going to do is we're going to be connecting to our heart, actually. This is a meditation that you can do, that you can begin to practice as you're going to bed at night. And as you do this, you will literally be changing your life. I promise you. I've been doing this for a couple months now, is feeling more into my heart center and doing this visualization I'm about to share with you, and it has profoundly changed my life, because now I'm less intellectual. I'm more so present. My energy field has expanded. One thing that the Heart Math Institute has shown is that the electromagnetic energy of our heart is thousands of times more powerful than that of the head. Once I found that out, I started to focus more on my heart. I started to focus more on embodying the energy field of what I want, and things have been manifesting quicker than ever. I'm talking people have reached out to me that I used to dream of talking to. I'm talking companies that want to work with me. I'm talking growth in so many different ways in my life because of what I'm about to share with you. So what I'd like to ask you to do right now is to either sit down to relax, And what we're going to do is we're going to meditate together. Let's set the intention right now that after this meditation, we're going to feel more empowered than ever before to create what we want in our life. Setting the intention before is so important because the intention is what brings forth what we want to experience. So let's set that intention together. Let's set the intention that right now we are going to connect with each other. Right now we are going to create and get to a feeling, a state of being where we feel empowered to create what we want in our life. And this is something that will leak throughout the rest of our life. If we set that intention, we can create it for ourselves. So now, what I'd like to ask you to do is we're going to take in 2 or 3 deep breaths in together. And as we breathe out, we're going to put the attention in our heart center. Now you can either put your hands over your heart, or you can just feel the warmth of your heart center. The more attention you put there, the more you'll start to feel it. If you don't feel it at first, it's okay. It will grow and it will get easier for you to feel the more you do this. Because we're wiring it in. We're becoming aware of something we were priorly unaware of. So right now, let's take a couple deep breaths in and out together. Breathe it out and allow yourself to relax more and more. Take another deep breath in, and as you do so, put the awareness in your heart center. Feel the warmth inside of your heart. Let's take another deep breath in. Breathe it out, and as you breathe out, feel the energy inside of your heart more and more powerfully. Imagine a ball of energy, any color that you like, in your heart center. And imagine this ball of energy spinning clockwise. And as it spins, you can feel the energy grow within your heart center. You can feel the energy around your body expand. And let's take another deep breath in and out together. And once again, feel that energy in our heart center. As you breathe out, feel whatever color that ball of energy in your heart is. Feel it spin faster and faster. Feel it, the warmth, and how your energy field is expanding around your body. What I'd like to now ask you to do is to close your eyes and relax in this feeling. Right now, the electromagnetic energy around your body is more powerful, is more palpable than it had ever been before because you are focusing on this energy. Now, what I'd like to ask you to do is to remember something from the past that happened where you felt empowered. Maybe it was something that happened when you accomplished something. Maybe it was the first time you manifested something in your life. Maybe it was just something that happened in your favor and you were grateful for it. And imagine that memory right now. Imagine it as if you're looking through your own eyes of when you were there. What colors do you see? Imagine those colors getting brighter and brighter. What sounds do you hear? Imagine those sounds becoming louder and louder. What temperature is it? Now, in this memory, pay attention to what it feels like in your heart. What does it feel like to feel so connected, to feel so empowered? Focus on that feeling in your heart center right now. Now, this feeling in your heart, imagine it around your body right now. Imagine that ball of energy inside of your heart. Imagine it spinning faster and faster, and the faster it spins, the more you feel inside your heart center. And imagine that feeling times 10. Just setting that intention right now to feel it times 10, to feel it magnified will help it to expand around your body. And right now you are engulfed in your own energy field. Your energy field is more expanded than it has ever been in your life. Now, this feeling that you feel right now will trickle into the rest of your life experience. You'll find that you feel more empowered the rest of the day. You'll find that as you go out, you start to see more synchronicity. You'll find that you feel more connected to your heart than ever before, and that you have found the missing key to really manifesting what you want. It is through creating from your heart. This feeling that you feel right now, you can tap into whenever you want by simply remembering this exercise. You can always come back to it when you want. The more you do this, the more you will feel from this place, and the more your life will change. You are the new empowered version of you. You have forever changed because you have connected to your heart in a way that is more powerful than ever before. So what I'd like to ask you to do now is that you can open your eyes and you can remember that this feeling that you feel right now, you can feel whenever you choose to by just putting the awareness into your heart. The more you do this exercise, the more you will build the electromagnetic energy from the toroidal field around your heart to going all the way around your body, and you will start to resonate with the new reality. You are a new version of yourself, and you will forever be changed because of this meditation. Set the intention that the rest of the day today, you feel more connected to life than ever before, and that will become your new base point. So I want to thank you for being here today. I'm going to be doing more live meditations. I'm going to be doing more meditations in my YouTube videos. If you like me doing this format, please comment below and let me know, and I will do more of these. This is something I think is powerful. It brings the intellectual ideas into more of an experience, and I think that people experience more profound change from this than just the intellectual learning. So if you agree, if that's something you want me to do more of, please comment below. Also, I'm going to be doing more live Q&As on Instagram. So if you want to ask me questions, if you want to connect with me there, I'll go ahead and put the Instagram below as well, and we can have more of that interaction as well there. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit that little notification gear so that you can see the daily vids that I do. That's the way YouTube does things now, is you actually have to hit that button in order to see those daily vids. And other than that, as always, peace, much love, and namaste.